important in the early game when you're planning on invading the jungle. But I'm actually surprised Irad is rocking full tank on the Fredrin, full tank emblem, tank tier 1 and tier 2 talents, with the exception of the QC. QC is always popping out everywhere.
2 words.
This is an early poke though for Rsg. Chuck is almost the first casualty for this game. But again, this is a Rafaela. Sustain's going to be there.
Yep.
Very, very nice poking for both of our players.
He's fine. Did spend his flicker, but it's not going to be much of an issue. Here's another look at our emblems while Etomax goes 2v1 against Aqua and Light. Anything else that catches our eye?
Oh, okay, never mind. He has firmness, actually, on the Fredrin.
So firm.
And I think, again, the Wilderness Blessing is going to matter for the Lilia and the Rafaela.
Yep.
But that is true as well for, like, the Navaria. The movement speed buff is going to make sure that Aqua is survivable in clashes. Because if you look at the way Omega works, like, the only engage that they have is with the penalty zone. And if you're not able to catch this Navaria, she's going to be able to output more DPS in team fights. And do remember that those DPS, they hurt. Like, they're not like small damages. These are small pockets of burst damages.
But here at the top lane, we can see some pokes here from Rsg. And the first blood will go to Irad. Very, very nice rotation from them. There's no going to be trade. But it's going to be those gold plates for Keller at the bottom lane.
Man, I don't know if that works out. If the math checks out, dude, that was a loss for OMG still. I think the fact that Ryota willfully give himself away.
Oh, another casualty ending for Rsg. Oh, there. But Evan, with that, the Shuriken Blades will secure that kill. Very, very nice against the gold laner.
When it rains, it pours.
And right now, we can see the turtle being started. There's no chance for Omega to contest this one. Even the zone out from Nats is very efficient.
Oh my, Omega losing out on the early game. This is the downside of having a Rafaela on the roam that does not roam, stays wherever. And Rsg, they're the ones who are dictating the pressure on the map. And I like the fact that Rsg went on to XP first. It's kind of the same script that Omega ran yesterday.
Oh, look at how deep Aqua's going.
Ooh.
That's just so much confidence for Eman. Light is also just waiting in the wings. Quick note, y'all talk about Kelra, Oheb, Kelra, Oheb. How about Kelra, Eman? It's happened a whopping 21 times in the past, with Eman having 1 game over the Filipino Savage.
So this might be the possibility for Kelra to tie things up.
Oh, 11 to 11.
11 to 11, maybe.
Oh!
But here at this Riverside, battle zone for the side of Ryota, but Irad is low on life. Might be a casualty for them, but it's going to be a double kill for the jungler of Omega, Andorio with that kill.
Oh, 2 for 2, and they want more!
Oh, Emma's gonna be the target. Are they gonna be able to get this?
Oh.
What a nice kill! Again, a 3-2 for the score.
Oh my, Rsg. I mean, they don't have that good early game. So this is just Omega utilizing their heroes. You know, the Baksha, the Lilia, Ryota with the rotation, the penalty zone that catches Rsg off guard. Irad was caught out of position and they were heavily punished. And that's gonna reward Omega not just the momentum, but Kelra with tons of gold on the Brody.
Oh, you know what? I think Omega was just waiting for everybody to hit level 4 because I've never seen a rubber band effect happen so quickly and so early in the game.
And if we look at Andorio's KDA, it's now already at 2-0-1. So with the fast rotation of the Baksha, I kind of feel it for Rsg. They have to do something in terms of the counter engages, right?
Yep.
Knowing that there is going to be a turtle objective, which, by the way, Rsg is now in possession.
Try their best to contest this for Rsg, but I do think you're happy with, Eman just double waving from bot to mid lane. Omega, actually, they're not contesting.
If I remember it correctly, even yesterday they weren't
the
contesting
Dragon
some. The Dragon 4 again for not just to give vision for Rsg, and Rsg in an instant will secure yet another turtle against Omega.
I think what you were trying to say at the Chantel was the fact that, yeah, this is
you?
par for the course for OMG. They did this against AP Bren yesterday.
Yep.
They surrendered 2 turtles, and it's like it didn't matter.
Dude, that was funny when you see the black dragon form come from the corner. Like when Andorio was rotating towards the turtle, that's like, hey, you're not supposed to be there. Come here. You're mine.
No.
Oh.
You can't be near us. This is our territory. It's something, it's a nap thing,
Yeah.
in terms of objectives.
Surprisingly, Brody is behind by 500 gold versus Eman. And Eman, again, with the double waves that he has been doing for quite some time now, it puts Rsg not in a leading position, not in a certain advantage, but on the pace. Like, they are set on the right path towards that late game.
Yep, so we're just looking towards when these investments, towards when this all adds up, so that we'll know who really is in the lead. Man, hunker down. We're expecting another 20, 30-minute bout here. Down bottom, Irad cutting the wave right behind the Ryota, and that's going to allow him to just take out all of the minions coming in. And there's this big rotation up top. I'm wondering, are they going to take down Nats?
I mean, it's 3-2 right now. Smart Omega, they are forced to kind of just defend the tower as they're not the one making the move because it's RSG.
And Max will use that black shoes. There's going to be a knock-up here for the set of RSG. Freeze from Eman, and Eman will secure that kill.
Man, Holy Healing can only do so much, especially at 6 minutes in. Etomax used everything to save himself.
Yeah. And that was an ultra-fast rotation action for RSG, but again, on the middle lane, Ryota is almost low on life. Comes in for that flicker and still alive for this game.
I mean, the thing with Rafael is that she's really strong when you're playing aggressive. When she's defensive, yeah, she can just, make sure that you're able to go back. The insurance is there, that your team survives. But with initiations like that, where RSG just have damage, it's going to be hard for Chal to sort of like see.
I think for RSG, the play now is to activate Eman as early as possible as they're bringing and having Eman be part of the team fight. Another turtle for RSG, no signs of contest for Omega, and all turtles will go to the hands of RSG.
100% 3 for 3, and that's going to give RSG here a solid 1,000 gold lead. All right, for sure. This time around midnight, we can say RSG's leading.
Yeah, RSG is definitely leading 7 minutes in, but Omega, they will have their power spike come soon, especially when they group up with the Brody. But then again, it has like the dynamics of how this game has been, has been shaping up to be has to change for Omega. It shouldn't be RSG forcing out the fights. It should be Smart Omega looking for pickups like this.
Speaking of pickups, Aqua is to use the flicker. Still alive for this game. Astral Echo for Aqua, and Light is hiding on that little bush. Is there gonna be a setup play? Okay, here's the target, but Etomax is gonna be doing those shadow energies, poking the players. No casualty and disengage for both teams.
I mean, credit where credit is due. Chakno just didn't press the button on the HB, right? The Holy Baptism really could have been used to secure the kill on Light, but that's just Light. That's just a roamer.
It was not worth it for Smart Omega. But then again, if you look at RSG, you forced out the flicker on Light, but at the end of the day, Purify has also been exhausted on the Lilia, and it means that Omega, whenever they want to fight next, Etomax is going to be limited.
Probably the target for them, but there's going to be a taunt here against Andorio. And little by little, the HG is bring it down, but still alive. Here comes the penalty zone. Irad not as well on the dragon form. Petrify against Zelda. We have the black shoes for Etomax. A lot of skills have been used, but there's no casualty for both.
Close call. I think RSG's front line came in at the right time, and Omega thought twice about it. Maybe if they got enough stacks on Torn Bar Memory, would have turned around.
I mean, the only way for Omega to survive it was just completely back off. Because again, if you look at the way that they're shaped up to be right now, Etomax was limited at that moment. Like, he does not have Purify. So when they saw that RSG were willing to commit, they backed off. And that just gives a lot of space for RSG to work with. Now, Lord spawning in 5 seconds, 2 seconds actually in RSG. They are already in position to take this one.
I call that a technical knockout. Technically, RSG won that fight. They pushed Omega out of that lane, out of that corner of the map, which gave them pure priority on this Lord, which gets cancelled. Yeah, no. I just could have sworn Andoryu thought that they were going to go in.
Yep, and actually for RSG, I really like the discipline of the team because they could have forced for a kill under the turret earlier because they saw Omega trying to back away, but there's going to be a long one. Again, Andoryu and the rest of the players of RSG are here for the vision. We might see those massive damages from Aqua's pokes, probably from Etomax as well, but it's going to be crucial because he might be forced to use that black shoes again.
There is an ice green one, however, on the Lilia, so this is going to change out the team fight for Smart Omega. Slows will be a problem for RSG, but they have just so much HP. Like, Onirad himself, how much is this? 7, 6, 8? I don't know. Maybe around those numbers, but fact of the matter is, he's tanky.
Yeah, RSG just has all the peel in the world, which makes, again, their initiations much safer. Omega's playing with a buffer, they're playing with the Holy Healing, and it just doesn't work the same way. And with this Astral Echo, once again, RSG pushes Omega out of position, giving the Raiders here just prime stands and timing.
Oh,
on
look
this
at the
Lord.
pokes.
An amazing dance. We're just waiting for this to break out.
Yeah. Oh,
And the
yeah.
folks against Champions, their rematch in here. Rihanna will use the penalty zone. Antora comes in. But Eman's gonna be doing some free hits. Light is forced to back away, so there's no possibility again for another Lord fight. But Irad is here. Same with Nox, ready for backup.
All right, this is where the advantage of the Rafaela comes in. You are just able to reset skirmishes like that. RSG, if they want to fight, they need to fully commit, which makes this Lord dance really, really awkward for the Raiders.
Awkward, but it's amazing. I'm loving it. We're here for it. Another Astro Rifle
Oh,
thrown
all in,
and a Black
all in.
Dragon farm.
I think the Raiders are ready to raid the barangays as Irad will secure this Lord. A players is down, but look at Eman with those free hits. Not just zoning off the players, but a kill is free for Andor here. Flicker in for Kelra, comes in for those pokes. Ryota with another kill, and it's as if it's okay for Omega to not take the Lord, but get the players of RSG.
3 for none. Team fight. Beautiful.
I mean, classic Omega, right? They just turned the Lord objective into a single team fight. They win that, but then again, you see RSG fully committing on that Lord. That's how you win these Lord dances against the Rafaela, because you have already Aqua countered by the heals coming out from the Rafaela. It's essentially a matchup problem, but RNG are providing solutions for it. But Smart Omega, again, when you look at team fights, science and numbers has nothing on this team. They just win fights.
All right, with the way that things have gone so far here in this, 12-minute game, I think we are going to get what we asked for. We're going to get what we expected.
4 more minutes. 4 more minutes.
Oh, Mega Timers abound. This is a tier 1 down bottom that's almost going to go down. RSG has their way for it. I wonder what Ryota's thinking.
I mean, Ryota's thinking of initiating on Eman because he is the win condition of RSG. And the thing about RSG is, late game, yeah, you do have like tons of damage, but it's mostly a carry. You have insane pokes, but Rafael is going to be able to heal it. And in terms of late game, Omega, even though we say that they're not really that good in late game, it's just a matter of taking down the carry. And Brody has decent late game damage, by the way.
Are we saying that the Index doesn't understand how Omega plays? Because I don't understand how Omega plays.
Dude, if Science has nothing on Omega, what more of the Index?
It's an Omega thing, I think.
It's an Omega thing.
Probably the software has to be changed specifically for Omega.
They have their own metrics.
They
it's
have
a universal
their own
thing.
metrics. So again,
They're the pyramids of MLBB.
Okay, Adamax uses Black Shoes Astral Echo for Aqua. It's just gonna be the pokes here for both players. But we see the damage now for Aqua with those Astral Recalls actually against Omega.
Yep, it's so easy. It's low committal for RSG, except for when they actually say go, because there's a lot of greens that they're using to actually win team fights. Black Dragon Form, the Primal Wrath, and of course, Eman's ult. But here's the thing, right? I think this next Lord might actually be 50-50. This next Lord coming up in about 30 seconds somehow. If OMG actually finds Eman, not just Eman, if they find Aqua first, and they don't have to do what they did in that first Lord fight, which is the turn, then it might be easier.
Might not even reach that point. Omega's looking to fight.
Oh! The dash from Irad is there. Eto Max, oh my god, he's gonna be the target, but uses the Black Shoes, Black Dragon
Oh, that's
Form.
a good force.
Okay, and
That's a good force.
zoning out the players of Omega, comes in for those damages. And here we go, the battle zone is here. Save goes with Ryota. Almost all life, but not gonna be down. Not this time, as Omega will force back away. And RSG is gonna disengage as well.
This is what we were talking about, right? That one pickoff, OMG got it, but it was on Nats. I wonder if that's enough, because look, Omega, they're pretty low. They need to recover. RSG first to the scene at the Lord.
I mean, RSG, as much as they are in prime position right now, Omega just kind of like broke the system that they used to playing. If you want to dissect how Omega plays, they just play outside the realm of objectives. They know that Lord was spawning in 20 seconds. Let's force Black Dragon Form.
Battle zone, Light is gonna be here. Primal Route has been used. Irad will come in for the Appraiser Shaft. Not enough damage against Kelra. Takes in, soaks in the damage.
down.
Ryota with a kill. The jungler of RSG is down. Again, Irad is down. Perfect timing for Omega to take this Lord.
Oh
A
my
masterful engage from the Mamba. FHB, flicker holy baptism into the Lord.
Dude, you said it yourself earlier. He didn't press it. He was saving up for late game. He was making sure that he saves his energy for the most impactful play. And again, Omega just playing outside the realm of objectives. Let's force Black Dragon Form, the BDF against RSG. We win that team fight, we take out Nats. And when we go to Lord, we're not taking Lord, we're fighting.
We're seeing some WWE action here.
Whoa.
As Light is going to be down again. Take note that the Lord will march in here at the middle lane, and a lot of pressure coming from the Omega squad.
They just went and ran through that bottom lane tier too like it was nothing. Oh, and now Etomax picks up the Divine Glaive with this Luminous Lord marching through.
Oh,
mid.
that's gotta hurt.
This is, it's gonna do more than hurt. You're gonna feel it. It's scathing.
And talk about the rage for Etomax here. Again, Lord knocking at the middle lane. Forced to back away. It's gonna be
All
Irad.
in.
But inhibitor turret is gonna be secured here by Omega. Is RG gonna be defending their base as the Lord will shrink in terms of HP? Top tier inhibitor turret is gonna be the target. Ryota takes in the damage from Irad and not the damage
Good
from them.
zone.
2 inhibitor turrets down from Omega.
Oh.
Wow.
All right, the discipline here. Omega really could have forced the issue, but they said, you know what, we're happy with the 2 inhibitors, and we'll go from there. Chantel, Midnight, is it just me, or is this a huge 3K gold lead?
That is a whopping 3K
Oh.
golden penalty zone.
That is a huge penalty zone as well for Ryota. But no minion wave
Ouch,
for
ouch.
Omega this time around. They need to back away, and the discipline is there for Omega.
Something tells me this 3K is on a very specific 2 or 3 heroes from Omega. Like, it's not across the board.
Oh, FHB. Didn't hit. Didn't hit on Aqua.
Close call, close
Close
call.
That was close.
All right.
That's why Chapman was saving the energy, you know?
Man, those Flicker Holy Baptisms are coin flips, man.
Yeah. I mean, if it's a coin flip, you know, if it's not gonna work, it's not gonna work. But if it works, it's really gonna give Omega like a boost in terms of momentum. You saw that earlier, like the FHB against RSG, they backed off.
FHBTM.
FHBTM. You will just use it once in a lifetime, but you want to make it remarkable.
Yep. You know what? Now that we say it like this, now that we're talking about it like this, it feels like a Chaknu Tyrant's Revenge Rage combo. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
jump
yeah,
in,
yeah.
do it once, everybody follow through, it's over.
Come on, that's the SOP of, you know, of
Okay, a
Smart
lot of
Omega.
acronyms here.
SOP is standard operation procedure.
Okay.
Never
But
enough.
for Omega, it's different.
Acronyms are
Screw
funny.
objectives, please.
Oh, that's
They play outside of objectives, dude. Like you saw earlier, Lord was wanting in 20 seconds. Usually what happens is teams will try
they dance.
They dance around the Lord. They wait for the Lord to respawn. They clear the opposite side of the map. But Omega, they said no. 5-man opposite side of the map. Let's look for the dragon. When they saw the dragon, okay, back off.
And they took him down.
Yeah, and Nuts kind of like overextended. And then when he got done, RSG was not in position to actually fight Smart Omega in that area.
probably a miscommunication as well for RSG. I think Nats thought that they will go for a team fight after that Dragon
Because
form.
the dragon form was used.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see again another Lord dance probably for Omega and RSG. This might be a bait again, but Riolia is at the bush waiting for the perfect time to use that penalty zone.
I mean, at this point, Aqua is just providing vision for RSG. The damage is negligible at this point because Chakno again is just constantly healing the pokes coming out from the Navarra. That's big though. Black Shoes have been forced in Etomax.
Yep. He still has a Purify though, watch out. Astral Echoes thrown out. 2 spotted, and that's a concealed play from Light. Oh, looking for a bush, no one home, and the Lord, ladies and gentlemen, has been involved.
Okay, Midnight, you said earlier that this is going to be a 20-minute game time probably. We're
Yeah, 2
close
minutes
to that. 2 minutes more. So we'll see again another Lord dance from Irad and Aldoryu. And Etomax is just not backing away on using the Black Shoes and even the energies.
He has it
Thing
again.
is-
It's on cooldown.
Dude, he's level 15. Again, the patch specifically stated that Lilia, not Etomax.
Not Etomax.
Lilia gets the 5 stacks of Shadow Energy once he hits level 15.
Okay, so there's the taunt against Etomax. Oh, Black Shoes again for Etomax here. Is this going to be the start of the team fight for both teams?
Light!
Light is forced to flicker away. Immortality has been blocked for both Ryota and Light, but Light's going to be the target here. Black Dragon form for Nats. Andoryu with that immortality as well. Nats with that secure kill, making 2 casualties for the side of Omega.
Whoa.
Oh, another one. No one wants to back away.
3v3, Irad.
Oh, Kelra!
Okay, free hit for Kelra. Irad
Boom!
slowly killed by Kelra here. I don't think that the Omega wants to take that Lord. They want to finish this game. Astral Echo for
SOP!
Eman
SOP!
for that immortality. Eman is still alive using the
Winter
Winter Truncheon for the back away, and
Oh!
Kelra is down. Despite the defense that RSG needs for this game.
Abort! Abort! Chakno Etomax say we're getting out of here. We overcommitted. Eman is a threat to be reckoned with.
Oh my.
Could have been a win.
It looked like, all right, Jaknu and the gang looked like they were going to be able to end the game. Kelra specifically wanted to take out the carry at that moment, but he got baited by the wind of nature coming out from the carry. By the way, just want to comment Nuts though. The way that he split that fight against Omega, Emma was able to take out 2 heroes before Omega started winning that team fight. But if that didn't happen, RSG would have been, you know, wiping their tears right now because they just could have just lost to Omega.
Would have been over, but then again, he's not just any man, he's Airman!
Okay.
Oh,
Look at that, Edamax here. That's going to be the target free hit from him. And here comes Nats with the Black Dragon form. Comes in, finds Sandoryu. And a nice petrify 3-man knockout from the Dragon. And that is a nice kill actually for RSG. There's no jungler for Omega right now.
Yep, it looks like RSG now back in the driver's seat, in control of this Lord. Despite having lost 2 inhibitors, they seem to be in control. Oh, Chantel, man, I gotta ask you guys, did Omega get a little impatient like that last sequence into this recent blunder with Andoryu dying? Is this sign of Omega getting a little impatient?
I mean, it looks like it right now. Omega, they just lost a Lord versus RSG. And do keep in mind that the Raiders, they are the ones who are better in terms of late game here, especially with the damage coming out from the carry. And of course, the way that RSG treats this team fight. Nuts is just there to split it for Omega so that RSG can just freely hit with the carry. And now with this Lord, RSG might have the opportunity to crack the base open for Omega.
Okay,
Off
okay.
Omega, sorry.
That was close. That was close for Riota. Again, for RSG at the same time, we can see Light already with the Blade Armor. He saw the potential of Omega to actually force a kill against him. Okay. If you're Etomax, you're a bit disarrayed on that moment. But yeah, RSG with the pressure as well. Continuously diving into the jungle of Omega.
It looks like RSG is looking to equalize, make the map a little more red this time around as they send waves through top, mid, and bottom. A big black dragon man down bot, and this Lord up top. All right.
Okay.
This gives us some time to digest and under things to deal with. And what this looks like and what this equates to is Ryota getting overloaded, man. Yeah. Ryota's trying to do too much.
Yup, definitely the attacker here for the side of Omega. You can see right now the Lord at the top of the base of Omega. Inhibitor turret is down, so probably this is going to be a fast defense for Omega as easy because they have...
Look at the prep pumps. Oh my goodness.
Edomax is ready for the defense.
Yeah, he's prepping.
Okay, he's prepping for that initiation from RSG.
Like techies.
So probably we might see another Lord, right?
Yeah. It's gonna happen. I mean, a minute and a half until RSG can actually make a play for another inhibitor push, another penetration here. But just like that, 6K ahead. All right, in contrary to what I said earlier, this seems like a small 6K.
There you go.
Okay. Here
Split
comes
the
the
sea.
Dragon again from
Split
Nats.
the sea.
Okay, splitting the sea comes out of the map, by the way, but the inhibitor turret is down at the bottom lane.
Fundamental objective take, the FOT.
Whoa.
But Omega, SOP against crew objectives, please. They want to fight, but RSG, they're not giving them the chance.
Oh, man. Okay, I take it back. This is a very significant 6K gold lead. Omega just defended. They had a damn turret, and they still were at half health right after the defense.
No. 6K in this moment, it doesn't matter. Because you've already hit 60K on both sides. Meaning almost all of them have their items locked in. And maybe some items are getting swapped out, but point is, they are in peak condition in terms of itemization.
Okay, speaking of itemization, actually, we can see Immortality for Andori here, but Ira doesn't have one. So it might be crucial for the next Lord, which is, by the way, 20 seconds before it spawns. So Aqua takes in some of the damage from Etomax, and what's really nice for this Lilia and Novaria matchup is that they are the ones zoning out the other players.
Etomax is having a blast.
Yeah.
Using this Lilia.
Yeah. I'd like to think that now he's figured out what the actual range is, because Lilia is a mid-range hero, and you need to be able to move around to make the most of that, to make it feel like it's more. And now penalty zone!
Here comes the flicker penalty zone from Ryota. Here comes the players of Omega, but take note, Edomax will use it back with black shoes.
Top lane, top lane!
Kelna, wait, Kelna! Kelna in the top lane. There's a lot happening here in this game. Read from Kelna. Nas is just zoning out Kelna.
Eman!
No immortality! And Aqua will secure the kill. Eman will slowly but surely kill down the base, and RSG will win game number 1.
Oh, man.